Delis. Well, they've got the composure of a team that's leading the match at the moment. West End, they're very methodical in their build-up. Maybe a bit more intensity needed. Oh, there's a long searching ball. Should be easy for David. He's quite content to let it run out of play. Everybody gets a rest.
No, but that has been the build-up. You talk about the intensity, but Westford, Real Westford, are a team that they try to knock the ball about. They play out of the back. You know, and the thing about them is that they've lacked some of the finishing qualities in the first half. I think in the second half they've been much better. They've put the ball on target. They've had a couple of shots on target that were well played by David. So you've got to give them a lot of credit, I think, in the second half. I thought they came out with a little bit more urgency in this second half.
And I think we have to be fair. Some major blunders resulted in their first 2 goals.
Oh yeah.
In the context, had those blunders not been around. Another attack from Westford, or swipe from Morris. Didn't connect with anything there. Here's Samuel Delis under pressure from McDougall. Morris takes it away from him. And a good tackle there from Samuel Delis.
Cunupia making another substitution.
And it is the man with the tackle, Morris, who would be making his way out. So it's the end of the evening for Morris. And he is being replaced by another midfielder coming in. It's another change being made by coach Michael Defoe.
Is it Felix coming in? Sure.
Looking for McDougall, heavy touch, manages to keep it. Looking for options. Green shirts retreating in numbers behind the ball.
Yep, the man coming on is in fact Roy Felix.
It's another throw-in for Cunupia Fc. They glad to hold on to possession, particularly when you're trying to hold on to a lead. Well, that was aimed at McDougall. Never found its intended target. Here is Karen Cummings. Well, they're pushing forward. Delis looking for movement ahead of him. Picks out a red shirt. 4 minutes is the signal by the 4th official. Clock running down. Maybe a chance for Cunupia to add an extra bit of insurance. Oh, not this time. We'll have to settle for a throw. So just 4 minutes remaining. You just feel that Cunupia might have done enough to walk away with a win in their first Ascension Tournament match. Here's Woodley. As the minutes of the clock run down, McDougall turns away well from his man, but turns into trouble. It's back with Delis. Just sense that some urgency is needed. Can they find it here? Here's Cummings. Good looking service. And he's muscled out of that one. Westford, can they pull rabbits out of the hat? Well, not another opportunity as the foul goes against them. So Alfred, well, the judges have been bundled over. But it's quite a small figure, Colin Murray.
Yeah, tricky little player. But I tell you what, though, it's been a good win for Cunupia. I can't see Westford pulling back 2 goals here to at least even win a draw. So it's been a good win for Cunupia. They've worked hard, and give them credit for that. They've worked hard they took their goals well, you know, and since then they defended well. Their goalkeeper has been outstanding, and I think they get value for their 3 points.
Well, it's the ambition of Cunupia, still trying to attack despite 3-1 advantage. But he's done well, Alfred. He's kept it, but he couldn't find the aging legs of McDougall. It's away with Westford. Less than 2 minutes remaining in the additional time added on by the referee. Can something happen here? It's a volley, and it's a volley that is too vertically, and no trouble for David.
He had it covered all the way. It had some power behind it. It just lacked the direction, and I think David had it covered. But let's have a look. Lovely flight floated ball. Just couldn't keep it down, could he?
Well, I guess that sums up the evening of Real Westford. They've huffed and puffed, but have been unable to break down the Cunupia FC defense. Maybe more joy for Cunupia. Chance opening up. McDougall with a shot away.
Oh, lovely goal.
That's goal number 4. And it comes on the legs of Dominic Munchin McDougall, a second half substitute. He's a disappointed man, but the fans of Cunupia FC, oh, what a night for them. They've seen their team bang in 4 goals, and surely that is a nail in the coffin.
Oh, yeah, it certainly is. But how it was so well taken by McDougall, beat Allen. I thought he must be disappointed because he was beaten by the first post. Here's that ball played across, and look at the McDougall. He shoved off this man and had a shot. It beat the keeper to his right, and you have to think that he might have been a little bit put off by that. But the final whistle goes, James, a 4-1 victory for Cunupia FC against Real Westford. A hard-fought game, but in the end, even though Real Westford dominated possession, the important thing is Cunupia was able to put 4 goals into the back of the net.
Yeah, very commanding performance from Cunupia FC. And what a way to signal that they're back in contention with a 4-1 win against Real Westford. And I'm sure Coach Michael Defoe and his new look Cunupia FC team, they certainly would have been happy to signal the intent that they have in this competition. How do you summarize the first half?
Well, it's certainly a situation, and we've been saying it all night. The Real team dominated possession even in the second half. They put Cunupia under some pressure, but the man in the goal, certainly he was the man of the match in terms of how he kept Cunupia in the game. Had he conceded another goal, and if it was pulled back to 3-2, it could have been real problems for Cunupia. But we're going to talk with the man of the match in a minute, because the man that has been adjudged man of the match has been the goalkeeper from Cunupia FC, John Pierre David. He is with James Saunders at the moment. James is with the man of the match there in terms of, yeah, but again, a 4-1 victory for Cunupia. They certainly came. They had some opportunities in the first half given to them by the initial keeper in Kern Caesar. He was replaced by Anthony Allen, because you have to say the first 2 goals conceded by Real Westford was goalkeeping blunders. But after that, the Real Westford team, they came back into the game. They created some chances, but their finishing let them down. Second half, they came hard at Cunupia. They was able to get 1 goal past the Cunupia keeper, but they couldn't sustain that effort because they had a couple more shots. But I thought David was absolutely superb in the Cunupia goal. He prevented the Real Westford team from getting closer in terms of conceding another goal, and in the end, just with about a couple seconds to go, they scored their 4th goal. But a hard-fought victory for Cunupia, and you have to say a well-deserved victory at 4-1. But let's join James. He's got the man of the match with him.
Well, he's not Clark Kent, but some people might call him Superman. The man of the match for Cunupia FC, goalkeeper John Pierre David. And firstly, congratulations as I hand over this wonderful trophy. What a match from your team, 4-1 in the end. How was that for you?
Really good. I feel very good.
What about your performance? You've been rock solid. You've had good performances in attack, but as a goalkeeper, you kept out some important chances.
Yeah, to stay alive and make sure the team look good on by more goals.
Yeah. Now, what did you guys work on coming into this match? I'm looking at your squad. It's a new look Cunupia FC. What were you working on coming into this first game?
Working on to win the league. To win the league.
Now, So now that you are, you know, in a position where you have created a big impact here, what do you think this says to the other teams in the competition so far?
I really don't know what to say for that.
No,
we didn't play all the teams yet. I'll wait and see.
So you're going to take a look at what's happening next. Of course,
Yeah.
You've got a big game coming up. You know, but what is Cunupia Fc? What's next for you guys?
When I say what's next?
What's next in this competition?
To keep winning.
To keep winning.
Yeah.
That's a good look. Thank you so much, John-Pierre David, and congratulations as man of the match.
Yeah, thanks.
As we now welcome the losing coach from Westford FC, Mr. Ron Lafferay, who is going to join me sometime soon. He's a very good friend of mine. He's a man known as the Professor. Professor, unfortunately, the lesson was a tough one this evening.
Yeah, it was. It certainly was. But let me give kudos to the guys because of, as mentioned, it's just 2 weeks preparation, you know. But as you see, the blunders cause the game, you know. Something that you can't teach. You can't teach blunders, you know. So I'm not taking away nothing from the game itself. All right, they get the chances, they put it away. I think we had some good chances also, but we didn't put it away. And as you rightly know, goals in matches, you know. So I am pleased in terms of, hey, we're competing, you know, it can only get better.
How do you rate the debut, though, of your team? It's a brand new team. How do you rate the debut?
Yeah, good. This is what I'm telling you. I enjoy it, you know, because as mentioned before, it's a bunch of players that I took up from all over the place, down Diego Martin, Carana, St. James Cockreed, you know, and I'm trying to put them together. I enjoy the performance, you know. Again, what's missing the football discipline, you know, I think we could attire a little more football discipline, especially in the midfield third. You know, at one point in time, it had a big gap in the midfield, and I didn't know where I was coming from. So I tried to plug it by bringing in Sammy, and then I put Cummins up front to join Akel. And then we started to see things happening for us, you know. But it's all well and good. It's a working process.
Yeah, and you know, you're a new team in the competition. You know, Real Westford. Tell me about the origin of this team. Where did this team come from?
Of course, it came from down in the west. You know, Diego Martin, as mentioned, Diego Martin, St. James, Carana, Cockreed, Pity Valley. You know, it's sort of a Western Hemisphere team there, you know, because all the years gone by, the players from the west just keep going out, you know. So I decided, hey, you know, let me bring something back home to the community. You have a nice stadium down Diego Martin.
Well, thanks so much, Ron Lafferay, and best of luck in the rest of the competition.
You're most welcome. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Well, it is time that we have a word with the winning coach. Of course, he is the coach of Cunupia FC, Mr. Michael Defoe, and well, he's being hugged and congratulated by the losing coach, Ron Lafferay. Mr. Defoe, certainly a very good performance. I'm just going to invite you to come a bit closer to the microphone. Firstly, congratulations.
Thank you.
How was this match for you? 4 goals you scored in the opening game. That's some sort of a statement.
Well, it was a little rough for us because we disjointed still with the time allotted to prepare after the announcement that we can return to play. But satisfied with the W, you know, but we have a lot of stuff to work on.
Now, I read in a newspaper article, you said it's a new look Cunupia FC, and it's a chance to give young players a look in. You think, you know, that worked for your team?
Well, yeah. Yeah, it worked a little bit, but we have some work to do. I really wasn't pleased with how we played during certain times in the game, but we were up. So
what do you think worked for your team this evening? You scored 4 goals, but you said, you know, that you're not satisfied. What worked, and what would you like to adjust?
I think our fitness has to come up, and we need to be a little more compact in certain times, of the game, and so a little more composed, and we should get a little more communication in the middle of the park.
All right, and what's next? I was asking you, goalkeeper certainly made some big saves in the end of the match. What's next for your team in this competition?
Well, we're going on to the next game, and we'll see how that works out, because, you know, football is played on the day. We got a nice exercise, I want to call it, from Westford, and I want to thank them for, you know, giving us that opposition and showing up where we're weak so we could work on it.
Well, you would like to send that thank you back to you and your team, and congratulations and best of luck in the rest of the tournament. We toss it back upstairs to Colin Murray, who is standing by.
Well, the end of the first game, a victory for Cunupia FC against Real Westford, a 4-1 victory, a convincing victory from Cunupia FC. And we're going to wait the start of the second game now. It's Terminix La Hoqueta Rangers. They're going to come up against Defense Force in what should be a cracker of a game. So we're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back right here at the Terminix La Hoqueta ground for action in the second game.